Hello all, I am your instructor for MMSC 491 or 691, and let's see if you can figure out how to pronounce my name. Uh, I get a lot of weird ones. I get Bawani, I get Bawini, I get all kinds of stuff. So maybe this will help. So yes, my name is pronounced Dr. Bo plus Ni, so Dr. Boney. Very nice to meet you. Let's get cooking on the course. First, your screen may look a tad different than mine, only because I have complete access to everything and I have some things turned off that you can't see. But you will when the course starts and everything will operate the same. This is the same orientation whether you have 491 or 691. So let's just kind of go through it. So the first thing you obviously want to do, this course is organized top to bottom. So I suggest going into the modules. So the first thing you want to do is look at the syllabus. And I'm not going to go over all of the syllabus. This is obviously on you to go over the details, but I'm going to give you some of the particulars that you will need to address. First thing is that there is a new textbook this year. It does vary a few chapters from the last textbook, so you're going to definitely want to go ahead and get the electronic or physical copy of the second edition, Genetics and Genomics in Medicine. These are the standards that the course is based upon. The grading of it, 3 exams, a case study, online discussions, and assignments, etc. Are in there, and the grading scale is there as follows. You'll see that, for example, like it looks like there's no grade necessarily between a 92 and a 93. That's not true. Basically, if you have a 92.44, that would stay as an A minus, but if you had a 92.45, that would round up to an A. So that's kind of how I do the final grade calculation. In terms of the case study, right here, there are 2 case. Now, hear me when I say 2. There's really only 1. There's 2 kinds. If you are an honors student, you are going to get your case study emailed to you. If you are not an honors student, you are going to do the case study that you see on this page, and it will be obvious who does which one. So this is what you really want to pay the most attention to. It's your schedule for the entire semester, and I'm going to kind of go through how that works. It's organized basically by week, so I consider a week starting and ending on a Sunday. This is what you'd be responsible for reading, and understand something right now about this course. This course, about 80+% of you every semester are either PA's interest or medical field or medical school. And this course is designed to not only help you with genetics and molecular diagnosis, but also to prepare you for the introductory courses in PA schools and medical schools that are very, very, very heavy textbook. We're basically, in a lot of the courses, it's a textbook and there's 8 or 10 chapters, and good luck, I'll see you 2 weeks from now, and the test is on all 8 chapters. That's how it goes. So this course is very, very textbook heavy. Don't believe me, you can ask anyone who's taken the course. So every week, basically, what you have here is a discussion and a quiz, and it goes down the line. And then your first exam will be 314 through 316. These exams are delivered one of 2 ways. They are either going to be delivered at one of the Newark University of Delaware proctoring testing sites, where you're going to get information about that, and you will go to a UD testing site and take it. For the few of you that are way, way off campus, meaning you're not even in Newark, it will be done through ProctorU. And so that will be a proctored system for taking the exam one or the other ways, and you don't need to worry about that right now. That will all be settled out, and you'll get emails from that in the coming week or so. So that's kind of how it works, and then it repeats down the line, and there you go. So you can read all the rest of the course policies on your own, and I suggest that you do. So the next thing you have to do is a course procedural detail. So you have to go ahead and e-sign this, or just sign it and send a picture and upload it. This basically is making you aware of several things. Number 1, this is a web-based class, and it's asynchronous. And again, what I'm saying now does not count. You need to read the entire document before you sign it. It's a very learner-centered, knowledge intense and reading intense course. It's letting you know that now. It's organized into everything that I said before with modules and assignments and quizzes and whatnot. And above that, realize that it's also the exams are a closed book, of course, and they'll take place on some online Canvas in a proctored environment, and that is how the course is organized. So that's how I'm going to teach it. So that will be needed assigned to me for 5 points when it says it's due, which is by the end of the week. Okay, so now that we got all that stuff, let's just kind of go home and see how the course works. So the first thing I want to show you right here is a online system that I use for some of the lectures that I make. And this course basically is organized in the following manner. Exam 1 is very heavy on annotated PowerPoints, also short lectures that are animated and also engaging, called Edpuzzle. Those are free, including the textbook. So there's a lot of ancillary support for each of the particular chapters or chapter assignments that you might have. So if I were to just click on this overview of chapter 1, and I go down the line with some of these things, you're going to see that there is a short video here. They're not just videos, by the way, they're interactive. You answer questions in them. This is free. This is Edpuzzle. And so these are just kind of fundamentals as I go down the list. There's a couple more, and then we have, of course, the actual section 1.1 audio annotated PowerPoint, and then it goes down the line. So the first exam has a lot of this sort of support, which is designed on purpose, and then exam 2 has less of that. It's again more kind of weaning you towards being able to be self-sufficient in some of your learning. There are still some annotated PowerPoints. There are still some Edpuzzles, not as many. And then finally, by the time you get to the third exam, there is just one large lecture for chapter 10 and one large chapter lesson for chapter 11, I should say lecture. So you're going to see less and less of the ancillary supports, and that's designed on purpose.